Assault rifles can be one of the most time consuming things on this Damascus grind if you guys are not doing it correctly. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get your platinum assault rifles for your Damascus grind in as quick as 1 day. If you guys are following these tips correctly, it is definitely possible. It is definitely a grind, I'm going to tell you guys that, but with these tips I'm going to give you, hopefully it can be a little bit easier. First up in the assault rifle category, we got the Kilo. This gun is really good and it shouldn't be too difficult to do all the challenges for. There's definitely other guns in this category that are going to be a little bit tougher than the Kilo, but to start out the grind for the platinum camo on the ARs, it is definitely not bad at all. The FAL is the second gun in the assault rifle category that you're going to have to do for this platinum camo. Even with the recent buffs to this gun, it's still overshadowed by a lot of its competitors. This gun, it won't be too difficult. It's actually pretty good if you guys use it. Some of the camo challenges are going to be a little easier than others, like the long shots with this weapon is not too hard to call, especially if you're playing hardcore. Shouldn't have any trouble with them at all. The next gun in the category is the M4. This gun is probably going to be the easiest gun to get done out of them all, just because of how good it is. Everyone knows how good this weapon is. It's kind of been the most overused gun throughout the entirety of Modern Warfare. There's really nothing much to say about it. Alright, the next gun is the FR or the FAMAS. This gun is actually not that bad in public matches. Wouldn't really recommend it in Warzone. This gun isn't too bad. Long shots should be pretty easy with this, especially in hardcore. I'm going to be getting into all the tips in just a few minutes, guys, so just stay tuned. The Odin is probably one of the least used assault rifles throughout the entire category, but you're going to have to get it done. It is not the greatest at range, but attachments and other things can improve the playability of this actual weapon. It's not the greatest, like I said, but you're just going to have to power through it. The M13 is next up, and I know there's a lot of assault rifles, but this one isn't nearly as bad as a few other ones. I feel like this gun, after it got that buff, I think it was in Season 2, this gun actually turned into a pretty viable weapon. A lot of people still use it in Warzone. A lot of people use it in public matches now that I see, since they put that buff in. So this gun shouldn't be too bad for those that are kind of worrying about certain weapons. Alright, next up is the Scar. In other Call of Duties, this gun was super good. This one with the most recent buff has turned into an absolute monster. The only thing that is kind of negative about the weapon is it doesn't have a crazy large magazine size. The maximum you can put is 30. That's kind of the counterbalance to it. It hits super hard. So if you guys haven't tried this gun out, or if you guys are needing to look forward to a certain weapon throughout this whole grind, this one is definitely that. All right, next up we got the AK-47, probably one of the most well-known guns in Call of Duty history, if not the most. This gun isn't the greatest in this game though, so it's not going to be too bad, but it's not going to be too fun either doing this weapon for platinum and eventually Damascus. A lot of these assault rifles are pretty usable, but this one is definitely on the lower category of the tier list. That wraps it up for all the assault rifles that you need to complete to earn platinum camo. You don't need to do the Grau and you don't need to do the Ram 7 off the bat. If you guys want to get those guns done after the fact, then you guys can do each of the guns separately. So if you want platinum or Damascus on the Ram or the Grau, you guys can do that. You can do those challenges separately. You don't have to do it for the final camo. So if you guys haven't got this camo yet, or if you guys are just curious about what guns you don't have to do, those two are in the assault rifle category, are the ones you don't need to complete. All right, first up we got our spray paint camo. This one is pretty easy. You'll earn this passively while doing all the other challenges, and if you're doing these efficiently, you might even have this camo last to unlock. I know I ran into a couple instances where I would literally unlock this camo last, so I'd unlock all the other camo challenges before I even got the 800 kills that you're required for the spray paint camos with the assault rifles. Next up we got the woodland camo. That is 125 headshots for the assault rifles. Not too difficult here, just aim for the head. You guys can play hardcore to get them a little quicker, seeing how it is basically just one bullet for mostly all guns in hardcore to the head. Headshots will come super easily if you're actually trying to get them, so that's just my tip. Just aim for the head, play a little bit of hardcore, and yeah. Next up we got the digital camo. This is 160 crouching kills. This one is probably the most annoying one. What I recommend doing is either on shipment or on shoot house, or just a smaller map in general. If you guys can't get those ones in the playlist, play your smaller maps and just run up to enemies, and before you even kill them, just crouch, or on shipment just walk around crouched. Again, it's not too difficult. It's more annoying just because it takes a little longer, and the playstyle to get crouch kills is just not really that fun. I like to pair this camo challenge with the mounted camo challenge to kind of speed up the process to get the two a little bit quicker. Next up we got the dragon camo, and that is 75 hipfire kills. Assault rifles generally aren't the best for hipfire, but to improve your hipfire, you can use the attachments like the Merc foregrip and the laser attachments to kind of help you guys get those hipfire kills a little easier. Again, stick to your smaller maps. If you guys can't do shipment and shoot house, kind of stick to other smaller maps or just smaller areas on some certain maps, power positions on certain maps. If you guys are always able to get a hip fire, go for that rather than shooting them while aimed down sights. Alright, the next camo is the splinter camo, and I've gotten a ton of questions on this camo challenge. Specifically, this is the long shot challenges for your assault rifles. You need 100 long shots per assault rifle, and that's super tedious. Although it's not very difficult to do, it takes super long. One of the longer challenges that you actually have to work on for the assault rifles. What I recommend you guys do is mount up on the wall on shoot house and shoot them wall to wall. That is a long shot. There's also plenty of other long shot spots on shoot house, but if you guys can't get shoot house for your long shots, I recommend you guys go into ground war, maybe even a little bit of Warzone Rumble now that's in the game. Warzone Rumble is basically just like 50v50 from Fortnite, just in Warzone. Long shots are really good in that map, since like Warzone is a predominantly large map. If you kind of want to just have like a little passive session and go for these long shots, I recommend you guys either play Warzone Rumble or the ground war mode. Both are very good. If shoot house isn't around, of course, that's just my tip to you guys. The topo camo is next up, and this is the kills while mounted. You're going to need 100 total kills while mounted. Like I said before, I like to pair this one with the crouch kills, especially on shipment. Mount up on one of the crates while crouched. You'll get these done super quick. It's mounted kills in general are kind of annoying to do in this game, especially for the assault rifles, just because you do have to get a lot of them per weapon. Since there's so many assault rifles, it's kind of annoying just to keep doing them. But once you kind of get the hang of it, getting them done quick, you're doing multiple challenges at the same time. So a couple camos per game for different challenges. So it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. Of course, it is annoying, yes, but using these tips, you should be able to get them done relatively quick. Next up, we got the tiger category, and that is just 180 kills while having all attachment slots filled up on your gun. Again, this is another passive camo challenge you'll just get from playing the game. This one's not too difficult. Just obviously make sure you guys have all your attachment slots used up on your weapon while going for all the other camo challenges, and you'll get this one done no problem. Stripes is also kind of another passive camo challenge. You have to get 50 kills shortly after reloading. Now this challenge used to be a lot harder. The window in between the reloading and getting the kill were super short, but now they've kind of elongated that little window in between a kill and reloading. So I kind of just do these passively. Whenever I get a kill, I just reload, and then I get a couple more kills. I think they do stack as long as the kills are in the window since you've reloaded. Again, your smaller maps are going to be superior in this case, just because you are kind of wanting to reload and get these kills quick, and obviously on the smaller maps you'll find enemies a little faster. But if you guys can't get some smaller maps, then I just recommend just shooting and reloading right before every single kill. If you're sneaking up on an enemy, one bullet in the air with a suppressor, you shouldn't hear it, and then you can just shoot them in the back. It's not too difficult. The reptile camo is pretty straightforward, just 110 kills and no attachments. I kind of like to save these ones for last, just because it is super simple and super straightforward. You kind of just get them from passively playing it. You get them done in a couple games too. It's not that difficult, but if you guys are struggling, again, stick to your smaller maps, hold down some power positions. Hardcore works really well for all these kill challenges, just because you do get the kills quicker. Again, that's just personal preference. I'm a big hardcore guy when it comes to certain camo challenges. That's why I always push that tip to you guys. We got the skulls camo last but not least, and this is get the 3 kill streaks 35 times without dying. Again, this one is also very passive. I really never even go for these challenges. It kind of just happens while I'm going for other challenges within the weapon. So by the time you've gotten all the other ones, if you've leveled up your guns all the way before you even start doing these challenges, then you should be able to get this one relatively easy. But just in case you guys are focusing on this one specifically, then try and play a little more passive. Big maps can be beneficial, but at the same time, your smaller maps, you'll be able to get those kills and rack them up even quicker. So alter your playstyle to what gun you're doing it. Obviously, some guns are better, some guns are a little worse. Obviously, alter your playstyle for certain maps too. Again, you know the power positions and know the weaker spots on the map, and know where the guys on the enemy team usually like to run. You'll be able to pick those kills off no problem. Alright guys, that wraps this video up. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope this video helps you guys unlock your camos even quicker. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on if you guys are brand new. Also, let me know in the comments which category you guys want me to cover next. I know this one was requested over the melee weapon, so if you guys want to see the melee weapons next, riot shield, knife, let me know in the comments down below, guys. Like I said, hope you guys did enjoy. It's been excellent. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Friendly UAV overhead. Advanced UAV is bingo fuel, returning to base. Tactical loot, go for launch. Out, stand by. Next HQ up in tech. This is Citadel. Task code accepted. Starting launch sequence.
Enemy in the cargo container.
dropper. That's how it's done.